Hey, good morning, everyone. We are here on Rockford Drive in Tempe, Arizona. We get to be a special guest of Rockford Fosgate today. Going to go on a great tour as part of this series.
I mean, I'm really excited about this because they've been blowing my ears for many years.
There's another rhyme. Yeah.
How are you guys doing today?
Hey, John, how are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
You guys ready to see some behind the scene action?
Totally.
Can't wait.
Awesome,
Yeah.
good. I'm glad you guys came through. Exciting times.
It's a great place, man. Great to get here and great to be here.
And it's a great time of year to be here.
Yeah.
Perfect riding weather.
Well, let's do the tour.
Awesome.
Let's do it.
Go. I'm John. I'm with Rockford Fosgate. I work in the marketing department. I handle events, trade shows, social media. I handle all of our vehicle builds. I also work with our brand ambassadors. I wear a lot of hats. Rockford Fosgate has been around for over 40 years. Started off in the car audio category. Huge for Rockford, and actually even in Arizona, this part of the state was like the mecca for car audio back in the day, 80s, 90s, super popular. But along with doing car audio, we've ventured into marine audio, and then even now motorcycle audio and side-by-side audio. And we have used those different categories to just spread the brand of Rockford and just get the sound out there to everybody on their new type of vehicles. And it's been an exciting time for Rockford. We've been in the Valley on Rockford Drive for over 40 years. Tempe is our home. We use this facility to design and engineer all of our products. We test and validate everything here. So this is our home. Like, we've been here so long, it's just, Rockford is Arizona. We do purpose-built audio. And what purpose-built means is we design for a purpose. So instead of taking just some off-the-shelf product, putting our name on it, we sit down, we figure out what we're designing for, whether it's a motorcycle, a side-by-side. Does it need to play loud? Does it need to get wet? Like, we purposely build the product for the use. So we're gonna start off in the corporate hallway. So this is just kind of where everybody has their offices and just kind of, VPs, officers and stuff of the company. So, and then we'll end up walking around through sales and marketing. Yeah, like, we've been at Tempe for 40 years, so we've been here a while. So, but we'll start off in marketing. So one good thing about marketing is we do everything in-house. So we do all of our videos, photography, graphic design, layouts, you name it, web design. We do it all here. We have a staff of 11 people that we generate all of our marketing material. So everything you see that we do, we have our hands on, we control it all in-house.
So is this the crew?
This is the crew.
Let's get some hands up, raise the roof.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, we got a lot of talented people here, video guys, graphic designers. Alexis helps us out, making sure everything gets coordinated and we get it done on time. B-Money does some 3D rendering. I mean, you name it, we can do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We still use this space for product photography, and we also use it for some video stuff and some sound stuff. But primarily everything's done next door in our brand new facility that we had built probably a year ago.
Gotcha.
So it's designed to be doing all the install videos, anything that's retail facing for the customer or dealer. So any how-tos, or if we are working with sales on videos, just to kind of promote what we're doing, what we're selling, it's all done next door.
And we'll get to see that as well.
You guys will get to see that.
Awesome.
So wow, over 100 people work here.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We have a lot of engineers over here in this whole section, basically, and we have product managers. So we have people who are designing product, managing the product, and then over here we have people who are testing and validating the product. So basically everything we do, we design it, engineer it in-house, we test it, we validate it, quality control, everything that we do is all done here. We have app development, we have more electrical engineering being done over here. We also have more testing and stuff that gets done over here, kind of in this leg is all get tested. We actually have our own machine for amps that we give our manufacturer. It's called the RATS test. So longtime Rockford fans know of the Rockford birth certificate that you get with your amplifier. So it's the sheet that tells you basically the performance of the amp, and everybody, it's like I don't know, I think it's like a rite of passage when you get your amplifier, so it shows you how much power it's putting out, and everybody compares, right? Even if I have the same model amp, there's still a little bit of variable. So this machine basically runs through, it's on our assembly line, so that amp does not get shipped unless it passes that machine.
Wow.
So this isn't R&D, it's more QC?
QC, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
When guys have an idea, This is like proof of concept. So this is for our Polaris Ranger stage 1 kit. So basically it's a 5-minute or less drop-in audio kit. You basically got to plug power and ground to it, and we give you the plug to plug into the Ranger bus bar. So super easy. So it's like, does it work? Do we like it? Then it gets goes to mechanical. They design it, they fit it. We start 3D printing, and then it just kind of goes through that evolution. And we do a lot of that in-house, so we can kind of get fast prototyping done before it gets off and sent over to tooling. And then we're going to walk around through one of our research and development rooms. All right, so let's check out some of the R&D room. Awesome. We use this room for vehicle speaker placement and also kind of sound validation. So this is kind of like one of the first steps that we do to kind of get placement of the speakers, make sure that everything's like rider focused, rider centric. And then this whole system is designed to kind of be plugged into the ceiling, and then everything operates off the wall. Wow. So they can do all the settings, they can get everything dialed in before they go down the path of making enclosures and making everything nice. So this is kind of like the first step where they can get a lot of testing done and make sure, like with proof of concept, that we're in the right place, we're doing what it's supposed to be doing. So it's a really cool room. So like all the, really so all the reels have speaker wire running into them. We have power from the ceiling. So, kind of like the old gas station, pull down cords. So everything's set up like that. We have the condors locked down. I do know the guys, for motorcycle purposes, we have a big speaker to kind of do road noise testing, like wind and all that type of stuff. So this room gets used a lot.
We test them out on the open road in real life.
Yeah.
And they work.
Yes. And I do like the custom bike with the orange, the green, and the maroon. That's a cool new setup.
Yeah.
Almost looks like Josh's Road King when we got it back.
Custom.
Sorry, Josh.
Custom.
Hey, make sure you don't get shots of these screwdrivers and stuff over here.
Yeah, so those are a little messy.
R&D.
Yeah. Yeah, we made all those in-house too, just try to keep things organized. So
a lot happens in this room.
A lot happens in this room. A lot of homework gets done in this room.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So engineers are doing a lot of testing, making sure what they're designing is doing what it's supposed to.
So when you get your product in a box, you know it's going to be good or something's wrong.
Yeah. All right, guys, so you guys seen a lot of product validation, a lot of product testing. More of that is we have our control room for what we call the boom room. So the boom room is basically a climate controlled room where we have speakers and subwoofers that are basically being torture tested. So we'll take whatever the count is, and it's not just new product, it's also product that we're currently selling. So we'll do continual quality control. We'll put them in, they'll be playing for like 24, 72, however long the engineers want to play for them. And then they basically monitor them and see them where they fail. And they're just getting abused.
So they're playing Madonna and all sorts of different
all kinds of different music,
right?
yeah. Michael Jackson, rock,
testing
country, just testing it out. So it's kind of like extreme conditions. So full power, just music blaring the whole time. So it's a cool
to
test.
See that.
It is.
It'd be fun if it was on too.
It would be, but then we couldn't get in there because it would be too loud. So let's go check it out.
All right.
Here is the boom room.
So the climate control room is outside.
It's outside, so yeah, air conditioned, heat. We do all kinds of testing, so all the speakers get hung up when they're testing, and then as you can see, we have, you guys can go ahead and step on in if you want. So you see, we have amplifiers, we have all kinds of power banks, all kinds of different ways to connect the equipment to the control room. So basically everything's hooked up in here, it's playing away, and then if it does have the failure, the guys have the data on the other side in that control room to kind of see where it failed and what we need to either improve on, if it's a material or whatever is minuscule as it is.
So you'll really run it for 24 hours?
Or longer.
Really?
Yeah. So think about it, full tilt.
Right.
On, whatever music and just let it go.
I mean, we could be cranking our stuff on 500, 600 mile runs
for sure,
all day,
Well, that's why it gets tested.
That was probably one of the coolest things when I first started working here. Every time I'd leave at night, you'd hear like this thing just shaking. And I'm like, what is going on?
And then you came in the morning and it was moved. It vibrated across the parking lot. One thing I like, this is like kind of like a work of art over here. And I really have always been very fond of the logo.
Yeah,
Rockford Fosgate, that's a cool logo.
and everything is designed so it's serviceable. So you see everything's got panels, so and depending on 8-inch subwoofers, 10s, 12s, 15s, bigger. We even have some spots over here for, like, you guys saw that 19-inch subwoofer before. Like, so
Right.
if we put it in an enclosure, it'll get stuck in an enclosure and it'll get bolted down in here so it can run its tests.
Now, would they ever run tests in here with it hot,
They do.
just to see what it does in heat?
Yeah, it just depends on what they're looking for and what they're trying to get. So, all right, so we're gonna head over to in-car testing, vehicle validation, and some more quality control. So,
Cool.
we guess we can say it's still more restricted area for the public, but so this is another place that new product development does all their vehicle application stuff. A lot of fabrication gets done in here, so trying to figure out how the stuff fits in a vehicle, but not only how it fits, but how well it looks. Like a lot of things that set Rockford apart is just the visual cues of the style and how it fits, and it looks like it's supposed to be fit in.
And we'll probably get into that a little later, how it all started, but it was really cars initially, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I can't wait to hear that story.
Yeah, it's a good story to hear. Got a couple of guys back here. So basically this is where a lot of the guys work, but we also have probably their favorite tool. The tool that gets used the most is we have a laser. So this thing gets used probably almost 90% of the day. They're cutting out stuff. They are using it for templating, basically anything that needs to get cut. We even do like our name tags for the people, key card tags, you name it, we make it. Okay, so we use this bay for like vehicle application testing. So we bring cars in, roll them in, fit them, motorcycles, boats, you name it. If it's vehicle specific, we get it in, we get it tested. Now it's kind of moving into more like real world testing. So the guys actually have a physical hard part, and then they're gonna get it in, placed in the vehicle, they're gonna take measurements. They can hook it up to this machine with microarray, they can get it all tuned, and then it can go out and then have in-field testing. So this room gets a lot of action. And plus the guys have amazing fabrication skills, so like you name it, they can build it. We got a full wood shop over here that I'll show you. If we want to bypass the whole scanning,
Right.
3D printing, the guys can just make it in the back real quick as well.
And the cool thing is the people behind that camera cannot see everything in this room.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the other cool thing is they actually use their own product to bump the room.
Right, right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd be a little bummed out if we came in and it was a different brand. I'd be like, whoa. Yeah.
We would be bummed as well.
All this wall here.
Yeah, so that wall, like all the photos, is some old builds that Rockford's done, so very nostalgic, a lot of history on the walls, stuff from like the 90s and 2000s and some of the early side-by-side and motorcycle stuff we've done too, so kind of a little reminder of where we've been. And
Gotcha.
yeah,
And that's really cool because there is a deep history.
deep
Many
history.
years.
Many
So-
years, yeah.
So do we get to see that Infinity or what?
We will, yeah.
All
Let's go check it out.
All right. So we are in one of the cleanest wood shops I've ever seen.
Yeah, my 7th grade class didn't look like that.
Yeah, this place gets a lot of use. So talking about earlier about fabrication, we have an awesome team of fabricators here, building with their hands, making sure they can get the idea and get it, get it into the vehicle. So, full wood shop. So table saw, cutoffs wheel, grinders, we got
I see
router
routers.
tables,
Yeah,
we got a CNC. So earlier when we were talking about rapid prototyping, so we can cut foam, and we do segmented foam sections, and then we'll build an enclosure, kind of do some test fitting before it goes into either 3D printing or getting tooled.
Right.
So this thing comes in handy. The guys can draw something up, get it cut. This thing gets used just as much as the laser.
I bet.
Yeah,
Must be great to have this all in-house.
it is.
Oh, yeah.
It makes
Shipping it out to
things.
some guy to get
Yeah.
measurements and the boxes made right, or
Yeah, and then the guys are, just even standard subwoofer boxes or speaker boxes, just for even testing, they'll crank out, half a dozen of them, and just, we built some displays in here. I mean, we built a lot of things in here. There's been a lot of vehicles that have been built in here.
so it's not just technology. You employ carpenters.
Oh, exactly.
Nice.
You got to be good with your hands.
Right, right. And have the right tools.
So John, you told us you had an Infinity that doesn't have a gas tank in it.
Yep.
We walk in and we've got this rust-colored big wheels. I mean, you guys don't do anything small.
No. Nope. Yeah, we basically use this car for like in-car testing. So the guys have developed a way to basically plug the car into this network of amplifiers and source units, and they can kind of switch things on and off. And it doesn't matter if it's our big 2500 watt amp to a little 400 watt amp. The whole car is connected to this power source.
Wow.
And they can basically come in. Everything has serviceable panels, so you can basically, if you don't like that speaker, you want to test it, you can throw a whole nother speaker setup in it. And that way you don't have to tear a door panel off. It just makes things easy.
So what's in the back of this thing?
The back of that thing is, I think you're trying to think about how to figure out what vehicle you can put one of these in. This is our 19, so T319.
We could pull this, put that on top of the tour pack.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody wants the bass until you see how big these things are.
Right.
But it sounds amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, this whole facility is like, you can really do a launch into space with the command centers that are everywhere. You know?
Exactly. A lot of data. A lot of data. So we're
going into space?
Yeah, I guess.
We could.
Yeah.
Before space, though, we will go into another room where we do all of our speaker clipple testing, and it's a listening room. So we will do listening to our product as well as competitive analysis.
Nice.
Let's check it out.
So you guys are probably in like the most comfortable place in Rockford. So this is our listening room. So we have our speakers that get mounted to soundboards that basically people come in and they do sound listening. We'll also do blind sound listening. So we will cover up so people can't see what the speaker is. And then we also use it as a competitive analysis tool as well, just to make sure that our speakers are doing what they're supposed to and meeting the need and stuff that they've been designed to do.
Wow.
Well, the way you've got this set up, I'm thinking about maybe changing my home theater.
You should?
Yeah, what a man cave this could be.
Yeah, everybody comes in here and the man cave ideas are just like they're going crazy.
Yeah, endless
Possibility.
Well, we should turn on the movie because I'm getting really comfortable. We got popcorn, and
You've got the remote.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so this room is designed for more testing and validation. So this is where all our clipple testing happens. So basically, clipple is a system, and I'm going to just touch on it lightly. It's a standard that uses like laser measurements. So what they do is they have the engineers, they put spiders, they put speakers in, and then they measure what that speaker is doing, so they can kind of get measurements to kind of see if what they've designed is actually like real world. One other department we're going to check out is tech support. Tech support is super critical for if anybody's having a problem with any of our products, or if you just have a question wanting to learn about a product, like call in. We have two guys who are full dedicated, Steve and Forrest. They can either call, website, email, we have online chat, you name it. I mean, we get all kinds of questions. We encourage people to come in. If you have a question, just call us in. We'll walk you through it. That way you guys can basically have good sound.
So these are the guys.
These are the guys.
Let's check it out.
I think we have Steve here right now, hard at work,
Looks like he's responding.
replying to an email. Yeah.
Everyone else is at lunch.
Everyone else is at lunch. All right, so you guys are in our other building. So this building houses all of our show vehicles. So all of our side-by-sides, all of our motorcycles. We also do a little bit of warehousing out of here, but we also do all of our install video, our podcasts, and we have other retail space up front that we use this building for. So it's a super cool building. This is where all the fun stuff happens. So
you got some great toys
We
in here,
do.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I mean, my mind's blown.
Yeah.
My speaker's not blown, but my mind's blown
Yeah.
with just seeing this facility. It's
It
really
is.
great.
And we're going to listen to some of the bikes, but I also can't wait to hear this. This has, what, 58 speakers
Yep.
in it?
Yeah, over
Oh,
10,000 watts
58.
peak. Yep. Yeah. And then this bike here has got our 4-speaker setup, but also 2 10-inch subwoofers in the bags.
So these you can remove if you want.
You can
Is
easily
it
remove these.
called a quick connect, or what's the quick release?
Yeah, just a little quick connect, and then you basically grab that. We have a handle here. It slides right out. You can use one or two, depending on your riding style, or you can take them both out if you got a long haul and you need the bags. But if you don't need the bag space, you want to go have some fun, make a little noise,
I mean,
you
that's
just throw
genius.
it in. Yeah, super handy.
And, you know, you've got these smaller speakers, so if a guy wanted some bass,
Yep.
this is going to solve that for him.
Exactly.
Awesome.
We'll just plug it in, and you're done. You close the bag.
It's that simple.
That simple.
Well, let's pump it up a little.
You guys want to hear?
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys heard our aftermarket bike.
Amazing.
So,
Sounds great.
yeah, so people wanted more bass, so we gave them 210s. So they fit in the saddlebags, easily removable. But the coolest thing with all that development, we are actually, 2021, CVO comes equipped with Rockford 4-speaker system with our stage 2 speakers. So right out of the factory, it's equipped with Rockford, same performance, same sound. So you're out of the gate. You don't have to do anything to this bike.
Awesome.
I think that's genius of Harley to partner up with you guys. I mean, their bikes are great. The sound is now even better.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
it's a good fit.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we could hear this 58 thing.
Oh yeah. You guys want to hop on in?
Oh, yeah.
Looking good up there.
This baby's rocking.
It's gonna. All right, you guys want to ride?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do a little AC/DC.
There you go.
Feel that?
Now that you can definitely have no problem hearing that
Yeah.
sucker.
Now, if you could only put that on a motorcycle, right?
Right.
We actually took this to Sturgis and we drove it around. Lozelle.
Just cranking it.
Oh, cranking it like Michael Jackson's, all kinds of different music. And you got all these hardcore biker guys, and then they're like, dancing on the
Right,
sidewalk
right.
and stuff. We actually had one guy jump in the back with us.
Wow.
When we were stopped at a stoplight.
That literally blew my hat off.
Yes, I saw it fly out the window.
Josh got that, I think.
All right, so now we're going to check out our install studio bay, and then as well as our podcast area.
Awesome. We love this kind of stuff. Ooh.
So this room is dedicated for vehicle install videos. So everybody gets an owner's manual, which are great, but anymore everybody's going to YouTube. You're learning how to do something, whatever it is. So all of our kits, we're going towards install videos. So we take the time, we bring vehicles in. We'll walk you through step by step how to take your bike apart, your side-by-side apart, whatever it is that our kit fits. We will show you how to put it in, how to tune the vehicle. So this room is super, super important to us.
Yeah, I mean, that's where people go to look for
Yep.
install information. They want to see a video and watch that and see how easy it is.
Exactly.
Or hard it is.
Yes, yeah. And sometimes, we'll have people who look at stuff and they're like, well, that may be a little too difficult, and then
Right.
we'll take it to a dealer, or they'll see how easy it is, or they feel comfortable, and then they can do it themselves.
Or they can call your tech support.
Or they can call tech support.
There
Yep.
you go.
I mean, hey.
Yep.
There you
So
go.
you can roll a whole vehicle in here.
Yeah,
Not just motorcycles.
Yeah, we can enroll a boat, big trucks, you name it, we can get it in here. Unless it's an RV, big trailer.
Well, it's
but-
great. The lighting, everything you've done, it's a nice studio.
So
Yeah.
we were just out listening to AC/DC with 50 speakers,
58.
58 plus speakers. Now we're in this room back in black.
Yeah, triple black.
Oh man, you are really coming up with them today. But to me, it's like our bodies are just done shaking. And
Yeah, boom,
now we're in
boom.
a calming area. It's kind of zen in here.
It is. It's a good quiet space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dig it.
All right, so this will be like our final stop on the tour. So this is where we do like all of our podcasting, as well as we do other videos for product overviews, interviews, you name it. We can do it over here. We even have it big enough to where we can roll a car in as well if we need to do that as well.
Well, it looks like you got the Harley stuff all set up.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, so for all the projects, all the motorcycle stuff we do, we can set the room up to whatever decor we want, so it kind of fits the theme of what we're doing. We also have some of our in-store displays, so it's kind of supposed to kind of look like a retail space, if you will. So just kind of have a real casual vibe.
Well, everything so far, the whole complex has had a great vibe. So this is
Good.
really cool.
Wow, what a great tour today, man, wasn't it?
It made the day awesome, I'll tell you that.
Love to see all the employees here. What a great time. They're casual, they're happy, they're having a good time at work. And look, you want this to be the Space Command Center.
Right, we're going to go to space with this place.
John, thank you so much.
No problem.
We appreciate it. A lot of great information. Appreciate the partnership.
Thank you.
Really
thank
feel
you.
like family now.
Thank you.
So you're going to help us. We're going to throw this, see you down the road. So 1, 2, 3, and then we'll say,
See you down the road.
1, 2, 3.
See you down the road.